When you hear this sound, turn the page. When you hear this sound, the book is over.
Backyard Campout by Carolyn Trout. Lucy and Matt kissed their mother goodbye. Mom was going on a trip for work. Grandpa had come to stay with them while Mom was away. "What do you want to do while your mom is gone?" asked Grandpa. "We could build a fort," said Lucy. "Yes, we could do that," Grandpa said with a nod. "We could go camping," Matt suggested. "Camping?" asked Grandpa. "How? We've never camped before." Matt told them about his friend Ben, who had just gone camping with his family. "They drove to a campground," began Matt. "Then they set up a tent and made a campfire. Before bedtime, they looked up at the beautiful stars in the sky." Grandpa grinned at Lucy. Lucy smiled at Grandpa. They both beamed at Matt. Then they all shouted at once, "Let's go camping!"
Suddenly, Grandpa's smile fell into a frown. "Kids, we don't have a tent or lanterns," he said sadly. "We don't even have a campground close by." Lucy and Matt looked at each other. Without speaking, they seemed to know exactly what to do. Lucy raced to the window and looked out onto their backyard. Matt yanked open a closet and dug out a big blanket, 2 flashlights, and a backpack. "Grandpa, we can camp in our backyard," said Lucy. "We'll hang this blanket over the clothesline to make a tent," explained Matt. "These flashlights will help when it gets dark. And we can roast these over the grill," Grandpa chimed in, holding a bag of marshmallows.
Everyone got to work. Lucy took the blanket and started making a tent. Matt packed his backpack with the flashlights, food, and drinks. Grandpa got the grill ready for cooking. Soon their camp was all set up. "What should we do until it's time for supper?" Matt wondered. "What do campers usually do?" asked Grandpa. "I know," answered Lucy. "Campers go hiking." So Lucy, Matt, and Grandpa went on a hike. First, they walked to the far corner of the yard where a shady oak tree grew. They spotted 2 squirrels chasing each other on a high branch. A crow flew down and pecked at the grass. A snake slithered beneath a rock. Then they hiked over to Mom's garden. They saw butterflies dancing above the flowers. They spied a spider spinning a web. They giggled at the grasshoppers hopping everywhere. Finally, they walked back to their tent. The sun was getting lower in the sky, and they were all hungry. It was time to make supper. Matt took some hot dogs and the bag of marshmallows out of his backpack. Grandpa checked the grill. Lucy found 3 straight sticks for roasting their meal. "This hot dog tastes good," said Lucy, chewing a big bite. "And these marshmallows are great," added Grandpa, licking his fingers. "Isn't camping fun?" asked Matt. Before anyone could answer, the train that ran behind their house several times a day came zooming past. It was so loud no one could say a word. When the train finally passed, Grandpa snapped on a flashlight and said, "Well, I guess most campers hear loud noises at night. Maybe that was just a bear." Lucy winked at Grandpa. "That was a bear, all right." "A big, big bear with very sharp claws," joked Matt, curling his fingers and clawing at the air. Before long, Lucy and Matt started to yawn. "I'm sleepy," said Lucy. "Me too," agreed Matt. Grandpa turned off the flashlight and said, "Let's take a look at the stars before we turn in." Up above, they saw the bright moon and a sprinkling of shiny stars. "Aren't they beautiful?" whispered Matt. "And we didn't even have to leave home," sighed Lucy. Grandpa smiled. Maybe next time we can, he said.